What are the ingredients of good action movies? Hand to hand combat, knife combat, handgun combat, machine gun combat, combat with a vehicle, combat with innovative weapons. Yes, that's toilet paper in the picture. Incredible car chase scenes, death defying acts, big ass explosions, and a little bit of Parker. All contribute to good action flicks, and Korean movies have these in spades. At number 1 is The Man from Nowhere. It has a handicap of 0, which means it is the perfect action thriller. The lesser the handicap, the more appealing is the movie. A man with a violent past who now lives a quiet life as a pawn shop owner forges a blood-strewn path through the dark underbelly of crime when criminals kidnap his only friend, a little girl. Fans of Leon the Professional and Man on Fire will be delighted. At number 2 is The Villainess with a handicap of 0.5. A girl who is raised as an assassin in the underworld joins a secret division of the government when her mentor and lover betrays her. When the mentor comes back in her life, she has to decide which side her loyalties lie. Compared to this movie, La Femme Nikita is a baby's tale. At number 3 is The Suspect with a handicap of 1. A North Korean spy who has defected to South Korea is searching for the man who killed his wife and daughter. Meanwhile, a government official kills his superior to steal the formula for next level weapons of mass destruction. The spy becomes a suspect in the murder and has to fight his way through cops, agents, and hired killers to prove his innocence. At number 4 is Deliver Us from Evil with a handicap of 1.25. A contract killer on the verge of retirement finds out that he has a child and that child has been kidnapped in Thailand. He scours the world of Thai human trafficking to save his daughter. Making his quest difficult is a Yakuza boss who seeks to exact revenge on him. At number 5 is The Berlin File with a handicap of 1.5. When a top North Korean general's son seeks to frame a North Korean spy and his wife for treason, the spy fights back. At number 6 is Steel Rain with a handicap of 2. A North Korean officer flees with North Korea's supreme leader to South Korea when a coup is launched by a general to grab power. As operatives from North Korea hunt for the supreme leader, the North Korean officer's only recourse is to work with a South Korean official to prevent the general from starting nuclear war. At number 7 is Confession of Murder with a handicap of 2.5. When the statute of limitations expires, a serial killer writes a book detailing his killings. The book becomes a bestseller and the serial killer becomes a celebrity. However, a hardened detective and a band comprising of victims' families are looking for revenge every chance they get. Meanwhile, another killer emerges, casting doubt on the veracity of the serial killer's identity. At number 8 is A Company Man with a handicap of 2.8. A company whose employees are professional hitmen assigns a senior hitman the task of killing his underling. The senior hitman spares the life of the underling and falls in love with his mother. He wants to quit the company and open a cafe with her. This starts a chain of volatile events wherein he is targeted by the company and he in turn targets the company. At number 9 is Confidential Assignment with a handicap of 3.2. A North Korean officer's entire team and his wife are killed by a senior officer who was stealing plates developed by North Korea to replicate perfect US dollars. The North Korean officer comes to South Korea to catch the fugitive and is teamed up with a South Korean officer who has been instructed to prevent the North Korean officer from achieving his aim. How will the partnership work with their two very different styles of police work? At number 10 is Commitment with a handicap of 3.8. A North Korean spy's son has to follow in his father's footsteps to ensure that his sister is freed from prison camp. He pretends to defect to South Korea and takes admission in a school over there. His real mission is to kill an agent from a rival department of North Korea who is killing North Korean sleeper agents. At number 11 is Inrang, also known as the Wolf Brigade, with a handicap of 4.5. In a reunified Korea in the future, a terrorist organization called the Sect has risen. To fight the Sect, a special unit called the Wolf Brigade is created. But the Wolf Brigade is at loggerheads with the Department of Public Security, which is conspiring to defame the Wolf Brigade by proving that they are hand in glove with the Sect, all with the motive of grabbing more power. At number 12, at a handicap of 4.8, is the Divine Move. A professional Baduk player loses a big ticket match and ends up being framed for his brother's murder. He trains rigorously in prison, and when he gets out, he forms a team to exact revenge on the man who murdered his brother. To reach his enemy, he will have to enter a Baduk tournament and defeat several opponents, both in Baduk matches and in fights. At number 13 is Fabricated City with a handicap of 5.4. A video game player is framed for the rape and murder of a young woman. When the gamer's mother commits suicide, he breaks out of prison to prove his innocence and fulfill his promise to her. Aiding him in his quest are his video game teammates who he had never met before and who turn out to be very different from what he had imagined them to be. At number 14 is A Bittersweet Life with a handicap of 6. This is an excellent movie but is a bit dated as it came out in 2005. A mobster is told by his boss to find out if his girlfriend is seeing another man and to kill them both if it is so. The mobster chooses to spare the life of the lovebirds, and this doesn't sit well with the boss. He gets the mobster beaten up brutally and orders his underlings to kill him, but the mobster survives and comes after the boss. At number 15 with a handicap of 7 is Time to Hunt. 3 friends plan to rob a gambling house which is run by gangsters. The heist is successful and they are planning to leave the country when a relentless hitman starts pursuing them, killing off all those who helped them. Will the hitman get them all, or will the 3 friends be able to escape to Hawaii? That's all for today. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.